Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. Seeing plenty of sun out there to start the day this morning. We do have another hot and humid day ahead of us. Will be a quiet weather day overall. No precip or lightning expected. Just hot and humid conditions over today as well as into tomorrow and to finish out the week before we'll see some more disturbed weather move into the area for the weekend. Take a look at our current surface analysis. Still have that high pressure dominating the picture over the eastern part of the country. We do have this cold front off to the west that will be slowly approaching the area as we go over the next 48 hours, and that's going to bring the chance for some disturbed weather to move into the area, mainly as we get later in the evening Friday and sticking around for the weekend as that boundary stalls over the region. Otherwise, if we take a look at the current weather conditions, just a few low clouds around 5,000 feet, scattered high clouds 25,000 feet. Picking up some reduced visibilities on the observation here. Otherwise, light winds out of the northwest at 4 knots, temperature at 79 degrees, and that relative humidity is at 87%. If we take a look at the current visible satellite, we can see mainly just some scattered high clouds out there and a few low clouds in the area, but overall, mostly sunny across the region with light winds and already starting to see those temperatures quickly rising up. If we look at the short-term high-resolution model, see how things play out today. Again, expecting dry conditions as we go through the day today, just hot and humid as we continue. Going into the evening hours, expecting things to continue to be dry as well as we go through the overnight. We'll once again see a chance of some patchy mist around in the area to start the day on Thursday, and that should clear out as we go through the day on Thursday. Another hot, humid day. That boundary continues to approach. Out ahead of it, we'll see some showers and storms fire off mainly to the west. This model here is going to show a little bit of that activity making it across the bay over to the Delmarva Peninsula, but that's not likely to happen. This is kind of an outlier with that solution showing that much activity making it across. We'll see a very slight chance of something making it across, but based on the timing, most of this should fizzle out before it makes it into our area. And we'll see another chance of some patchy mist and fog in the area for Friday morning. Before we go into the day on Friday, slightly cooler, only a couple degrees, so still another hot and humid day for Friday, and then we'll see a slight chance of maybe a few isolated pop-up showers, and then a better chance as we get later in the day and into the evening hours as that boundary starts to get a little closer. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, mainly green conditions once again over the next 24 hours. We do have that orange risk for for that heat index values above 100 degrees. We do have a heat advisory in effect from 1100 to 1600 local today. We do expect those heat index values to reach and exceed 100 degrees. Again, expecting that actual temperature to get up to around 92 degrees this afternoon, but we'll see those heat index values getting as high as around 103. And as we go through the day today, we'll see those northwesterly winds continue through the morning hours, and then as we get into the middle of the afternoon, we'll see those shifting more subtly as we go into the late afternoon, into the evening hours, staying south-southwesterly as we go through the overnight, and fairly light, 4 to 9 knots. We'll see temperatures cool down just to around 75 degrees. Again, that chance of patchy mist as we go through the overnight and into the morning. And we'll start off with that south-southwesterly wind, 5 to 10 knots. Temperature around 78 degrees for our Thursday. Looking at tides are running between 1/2 and 1 foot above normal at this moment. And if we look at Thursday, we'll see partly cloudy conditions, another hot and humid day with those heat index values likely getting up to maxing out around 102, so good chance of seeing a heat advisory once again tomorrow for those high heat index values. Otherwise, expecting green conditions for weather risk. We'll have a very slight chance of an isolated shower or thunderstorm popping up. If that happens, it would be likely north of the Wallops area, and not a really high chance of that happening. Things staying fairly stable, but we'll see that actual high temperature around 90 degrees. Going into Thursday evening, we'll keep a very slight chance of an isolated shower early, again with that very low chance of any of that activity off to the west making it across the bay. Otherwise, we'll see partly cloudy conditions with a chance of mist once again before sunrise. We'll see that low around 75 degrees with green conditions overall for weather risk. And as we go into Friday, we'll see partly to mostly cloudy conditions, another hot and humid day. Less likely chance of seeing a heat advisory for Friday as we'll likely see those heat index values just below 100 degrees. But overall, we'll have a very slight chance of an isolated shower or storm kind of popping up in the area during the afternoon hours, and then we'll pick up a slight chance. And this will be mainly late afternoon into the evening time frame as some better forcing gets into the area to support some precip and thunderstorms. But overall, just a slightly breezy day. Should be mostly dry, but we do have that yellow risk for precip and lightning in there. Again, that's mainly later in the day, but the high temperature back into the upper 80s, around 87 degrees. Well, that will wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. Take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.